340 here on KHTS. He is one of Santa Clarita's most in-demand servicemen. We're lucky to nab him for a few minutes. The Chief Inspection Officer at Unipest, Santa Clarita's leading pest control company, Cardon Ellis, joins me in studio. Why so glum today?
Oh, it's hot, dude.
You seem like wasted, and not in like a looped way, but like in a sun-spent way.
Thank you for proclaiming my sobriety.
Yeah,
all
of
over
course.
All over the airwaves. I greatly
You seem
appreciate
a little bit
it.
tired today.
Dude, we're doing so many heat treatments, man.
Is that right?
And when it's hot
That'll
outside
take it out of you, right?
and you're doing heat treatments, yeah. Yesterday I drank, I'm pretty sure, okay, you know those little Coleman coolers?
Yeah.
Kids in soccer will take them and they'll drink
The big jugs.
Yeah, they're like a big fat jug. What would you say it is? 3/4 of a gallon? A full gallon?
I don't know, but it's a lot of ounces. I would say it's about 60 ounces.
Yeah, okay. We downed easily 6 or 7 of those.
Is that right?
And did not go to the bathroom once.
Is that possible? Are you just sweating it out?
Yeah, you just sweat it out. But actually, it's kind of crazy. You feel good the next day. Kind of like you were in a sauna for 8 hours. But yeah, during it, it's pretty miserable. But it's worth it. It's cool, man. It's actually kind of fun.
Are heat treatments exclusively for bed bugs?
Okay. Let me see. The short answer is kind of yes. They're mostly for bed bugs. I bet you 9 out of 10 of the heat treatments done in California are for bed bugs. They weren't invented for bed bugs, though. They were actually for restaurants and cockroaches.
Is that because you could do it overnight and be over the next day?
Yeah, so it was originally invented by a Californian, actually in Yorba Linda, named Dr. Limford, for restaurants. And it's kind of crazy. Dude, I always go down these rabbit holes when I'm talking with you, but this science is awesome. They figured out that if you mixed boric acid with the hot air, it would blow it around the restaurant, and that all of that heat, not only would it kill the cockroaches within about 58 minutes at 114 degrees, but it would speed up their metabolism, and those that survived would eat the boric acid faster, and you get like 100% kill within 8 hours.
Now, this boric acid, does it linger in the room beyond the hour that it takes to kill the cockroaches?
Dude, I don't. Dude, these are like these apocryphal tales that you read about in the training manuals of how things went down in the 80s. I don't even know if you would be allowed to do that anymore. But boric acid is basically, it's really common. I mean, if you go to the dollar store, you go to Vaughn's, you need to pick up some kind of cockroach bait or gel or something. That's generally the active ingredient. Slow-acting stomach poison, naturally occurring in nature, you know. But not the most effective thing out there. But yeah, heat treatments are gnarly, dude. We burned through at least like 30 gallons of propane in one of those jobs. That's a big barbecue.
Is that expensive? It's got to be expensive.
Kind of. I mean, you can drive by Camping World and you see that big silo.
Yeah.
You know, full of propane. It's usually comparable in price per gallon for gas, I think.
The only thing I see when I drive by the Camping World is the huge American flag, which
I know.
They actually downsized on that flag. I don't know if you know about this.
They protested the flag.
No, I think the other flag got tattered over the years.
Really?
And they replaced it with the smaller flag. That had some guy from Camping World on, and he was telling me about the flag because I wanted to know. I said, what's up with this new flag?
Yeah, that thing's a beast. That can be seen from space, man.
Can it?
Oh, actually, I've never been in space, so I can't speak. I can't speak definitively, but I'm pretty sure it can.
He's Cardon Ellis, Chief Inspection Officer of Unipest, Santa Clarita's leading pest control company. We're talking rats. We're talking cockroaches. Are there any preventative measures we can take to keep these things out from the jump?
Oh, geez, man. You know what? With bed bugs, it's difficult now. I'll be honest with you. I mean, with rats, there's tricks that you can take. You can seal up your house. You can seal up the ventilation holes. You know, with insects like cockroaches and insects and so on and so forth. Don't bring the boxes home from the grocery store. Sometimes those will have roach eggs in them.
Is that right? That's gross.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah. In the old days, they used to dust the vehicles that would deliver groceries to the grocery locations. And that's all either been outlawed or made cost prohibitive, so much so that now even just the delivery services of getting produce and food to the grocery chains will carry all kinds of pests. And oftentimes in the flaps, this is what's crazy, is cockroaches, their #1 source of glucose in some of these environments is actually the glue that holds cardboard boxes together. So if you flip up the flaps on those boxes during the daytime, there's all these roaches inside.
Oh my
goodness. And so they'll give you that box, and you'll put a bunch of like groceries in it because it's better than a bag, right? Put it in the back of your trunk where it's nice and warm. You know, and then boom, bring it into your house, and next thing you know, you've just brought in 6 or 7 roaches into your own kitchen.
Ew, that's so gross. I have a theory about this. Not about the grocery store boxes, but you know, we like to make our houses comfortable. We have the AC blasting all day, and it's obvious it's an oasis for these cockroaches and rats. Can you make your house uncomfortable? Here's some theories that I have. Not turning on your AC, of course, the most obvious. Cooking hard-boiled eggs, perhaps the smell could be so offensive that the roaches are just like, ew, I don't want to be in this house.
It's funny you mentioned that. There's actually repellents for raccoons and rabbits, because you know how their lawns will be messed up with rabbits here?
Yeah.
Where the active ingredient is actually putrescent egg whites. Egg whites that have been laid to rot, and they smell so bad that I have to actually walk backwards when I'm spraying so I don't get the smell on my boots, or else my wife won't let me in the house.
Is that right? Ew.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
Ugh.
It is absolutely horrible.
When you do laundry with your work shirts, because they're often dirty, right? Do you do a separate load for your clothes, your work clothes?
You know,
or do you mix it in with everything else?
That's a funny question. There's actually interesting rules about that, depending on the level of the pesticide that you use, whether or not it can be washed with other items and things like that. If I'm just doing inspections that day, I just wash it with all my other clothes. But if I've been doing something nasty, my wife forces me to quarantine myself.
I would. I'm right there with her. I think it's gross.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Cardon Ellis of Unipest, call today for your free inspection. Free $99. How good of a deal is that? I'll tell you, you can't beat that. Better to be proactive and have them come in, root out any potential issues before they have to tent and heat your house with boric acid and heat. It's a big night.
Well, just heat, not the boric acid.
Yeah, right, yeah. Of course, you can give them a call at 661-284-7575. That's 661-BUG-7575. What's the last pest that you encountered that you were unprepared or surprised to see?
Ooh, that I was unprepared or surprised to see. This wasn't me, but there's that infamous story of the guy that was in a crawl space who found the mountain lion in La Cañada.
Oh my
I come across raccoons. Those freak me out. Sometimes you'll be crawling in a crawl space and you'll come across raccoons. Also, imported pests. I was here in the Valencia Industrial Center at a company that will remain nameless, but they had a big problem with spiders that I had figured out must have come in a shipment because there were these huge tropical-looking orange spiders, and it was an electronics company.
Oh.
And I realized that they'd actually come in from the ship in China delivering all of these crazy goods.
It's Universal Pest Control.
Yeah.
They can take care of any pest problem from wherever it hails, China, the United States, California, African spiders. I know you've talked about before. Give them a call, 661-284-7575, or go to unipest.com to reach out and find out about all of their services, including beehive removal, bed bug treatment, fumigation, residential and commercial services. Cardon Ellis, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me.